Gary Cormier making his TV debut. We mentioned a lot of family and friends up in Gardner here to watch his performance. The pins danced around on that one.
Is that the 5
one
pin?
of the 5. It's now the 4.5, I think. It moved a little bit. He's got him. Spare for Gary Cormier. 98-99 WCBC Rookie of the Year. Rated 14th last year on the WCBC Tour. In the pocket, 9 in the spare.
His cousin Kevin Cormier, who does CandlepinCorner.com, as we've been telling you about, is also an organizer of a brand new junior bowling league. I got an email. Let me just read a little bit of it to you. New NBA Junior Travel League is co-organized by Bart Medeiros and Kevin Cormier. They got it underway back in December at Pilgrim Lane. 6 teams of 4 bowlers in the league representing Pilgrim Lanes in Haverhill, Ryan's Bowlaway in Gardner, Leo's Super Bowl in Amesbury, Wall X Rec in Waltham, Ipswich Lanes, Ipswich, and the Metro Bowl in Peabody. The league meets one Sunday a month in a designated bowling center at 10, is 100% handicap, and the team with the highest 3-string total with handicap takes home the hefty NBA Travel League trophy for the month. Take it back to their bowling center with bragging rights, I guess. And the next time these kids will be bowling, in case you'd like to watch them, March 17th, a Sunday at Wallex, starting at 10 a.m.
Spare for Steve Vadney in the 3rd frame. He put it right in the pocket, and look what he has. He's got the 6, 7, 8, and 9. And like my best wishes.
Yeah. Not an easy shot.
Oh, look at that shot by Steve Vadney. What a great shot by Steve Vadney, and look at the response he's getting from the crowd here at Leda Lanes. They're on their feet, giving him a standing O.
That's about the only way that you could make that shot.
A domino effect type shot.
Well, Gary Cormier is perfect so far. Through 2 frames, this could be his 3rd consecutive spare.
It is.
By the way, if you'd like more information on the Mass Bowling Association's Junior Travel League that I just spoke of, go to CandlepinCorner.com and get a lot more information all about the bowlers, where they'll be, and the idea of the Junior Traveling League, which has been off to a great successful start so far. First open now for Gary Cormier, who just barely missed the head pin on the 1-2 combination.
And a 9 box. Here we go to the break. Steve Vadney trailing by 47 pins. Heading down the home stretch. We continue from Leda Lane in Nashua, New Hampshire on WNDS TV's Candlepin Stars and Strikes. Steve Vadney ready to go. Lane 34, Leda Lanes, Nashua, New Hampshire. Dick Lutz, Mike Moore, and Candlepin Stars and Strikes on WNDS TV, working on a spare. He's had some god-awful leaves.
Well, this one is a walk in the park compared to the shot he had a couple of minutes ago.
Got to deflect that ball over. He made it. 3 marks in a row for Steve Vadney. Another $50 in bonus money for Steve. He's got $175 in bonus money, as does Gary Cormier.
He is not going away quietly, despite being in a fairly big hole yet.
Put that one right in the pocket. Could have used a strike, but he's got a pretty good setup here for another mark.
Both bowlers winning bonus money this game, and Steve Vadney hopes to add another $25 right here.
And he does just that. $200 in bonus money. I don't think we've given away $200 in bonus money in very many matches. We've got a chance to do it twice here now. Here's Gary Cormier, missed the head pin.
We'll see how Gary Cormier, the newbie, if you will, of televised bowling, holds up under the increased pressure now from veteran Steve Vadney.
Made a nice shot trying to pick up the spare, but he will be open. 10 box.
Still holding on to about between a 20 and 30 pin lead with half a string to go.
Four horsemen left side.
Now there's a shot, a configuration of pins we haven't seen much the last couple of weeks. We've seen very few four horsemen.
Not going to make it. He'll be open in the 6th. So Steve Vadney has a little bit of an opening. That'll be a 10 box, 84. Steve Vadney now needs to mark. He really needs to continue marking.
Steve Vadney, WCBC Pro Bowler of the Year, 1999-2000, against the Rookie of the Year, Gary Cormier, back in 1988-99. So both bowlers with distinction in their careers in that respect.
Just put 5 in the mark.
And frame to frame, this game is tied. And the Cormier lead remains at 26. That's where it started at the beginning of this game.
And a spare for Steve Vadney. His 5th in a row.
You're losing track of the bonus money.
225 now for Steve Vadney.
He had 6 marks in a row last game, I think. 5 spares in the strike, and he's now on 5 marks in a row this game.
Off the head pin, half Worcester. That hurts.
That is a rally killer right there.
That hurts a lot.
But he's proven he can make these difficult spare conversions.
Now he's in trouble. Now it's safe to say he's in trouble. Look at that 10 box. Wow.
Got to give him credit. Normally you'd go for the sure 2 in the corner, but he said, I'm going for it all. And took a chance, and it paid off.
One mark here by Gary Cormier could just about slam the door on Steve Vadney. He wiped out the 7 pin. Cormier got the wood frozen on the 2 pin.
It's unbelievable action on his ball.
He missed it. Even though it was frozen, he knocked it away. I think it was frozen. It looked frozen.
Tough to say. It should have gone if it was.
Yeah. That'll be a 10 box. Four open frames in a row now for Gary Cormier after he started out with 3 marks in a row. And look at this. How do you do?
Punch that one
right
right
through. 5's in the middle. The 4 and 7 on the left, the 6 and 10 on the right. Wood on both sides of the lane. Very symmetrical leave. And he got 4 of the 5.
Well, there you go, folks. That's how you shoot that one. You go for the tip of one of the pins on either side and try to do what he just did.
Another open frame. He pins very well. 104. A 24-pin lead, 2 boxes to go. Steve Vadney needs to strike out just about. With $1,050 in the triple strike jackpot, he just about needs to win it.
$300 to our runner-up today. Mike Morgan standing by to take on the winner of this match next week.
Well, you got the 4 horsemen on the left side. The wood is angled.
It's not good wood, though, because it redirects the pins in a way that they wouldn't normally go, even if you hit it right.
See, just like that. So he will be open. $9 box for Steve Vadney, 115. Triple strike is about the only thing he could do to even apply a little pressure on Gary Cormier, and I'm not sure that would do it. Well off the head pin. The 1, 3, and 9.
Even a spare strike here gives him 385.
Yep, there it goes. It came back to kick it.
Small consolation. Because
Gary Cormier's already 380.
Yeah, he's going to get more than 5 pins in two frames. So decision Cormier here. It's just a formality at this point.
And that will be a 6 and a 131. Third string, a 3-string total of 381. And Gary Cormier is already at 380. There it is. Gary Cormier has won the match. And so now we're looking at bonus money and to see what the final score will be.
He's got a nice shot at 400, but he'll need a mark, or at least 2 10s, because he's got 380 through 8.
390 through 9.
Nice television debut. Average 126, so he'll beat that today by a few sticks.
Breaks up the split. Got a good shot at that 400 triple now, doesn't he?
Sure
the only way
does.
he won't get it is if he puts it in the gutter and loses the pin. It's a spare. He's at 400, right on the nose, plus whatever he gets on this ball.
And he gets a round of applause from his opponent, gentleman Steve Vadney.
If you're going to lose, you might as well lose to a 400 triple, right?
We've seen 400s be losing scores, too, in the recent past.
And he finishes with a 9, a 133 third string, a 409 triple four. Gary Cormier in his TV debut, and he defeats Steve Vadney 409 to 381. We'll come back to talk to our bowlers when we return. Gary Cormier defeats Steve Vadney in the final score 409 to 381. We're with Steve Vadney. We've got the consolation check for $300. We've got some bonus money for you as well. $50 for having the highest string and $225 in bonus money. You've been on TV, what, 100 times or so over the years? This was Gary's first time on TV. Do you remember back to time number 1, the first time you were on television?
Oh, yeah, I think it never leaves you. But, and, you know, you always have some butterflies until you get the first couple of boxes. Gary says, my first time on TV, so take it easy on me. Well, I guess I took it easy too much in the first game. But off the head pin, can't get scored off the head pin.
Yeah, they did have the high game at the middle string. It was the 150, 153. That earned you an extra $50. Crazy game, Candlepin bowling. 97 one string, 153 the next.
Yeah, right. You never know. You're never out of it until the, as they say, the fat lady sings. But I needed a couple more boxes today.
Let me guess where some of this money might be going. You know, your son, Steven, you have a couple of classic automobiles. Does that require a fair amount of money to keep those things going and upgraded?
Yeah, it sure does. And but this money here is not going to go towards those. We're going on a cruise at the end of the month, so I
slot
think that's
machine
where it's
money.
going to go. Yeah.
That's a good place for it. Steve, thank you very much. Congratulations to you. We'll see you again.
Have a great cruise.
Steve Vadney, our runner-up. Now Gary Cormier will step up to lane 33. We'll do the bonus ball contest, and we'll try to match him up with a winner at home. It is, as they still fall, it looks like it's a 4. Michael, you got a 4 in there?
I got to dig real deep for a 4,
Let's see if you
Gary.
can grab a 4 out of there. You didn't do the job, did you?
No.
This is Varney Zuis of Brockton, Massachusetts. 8 is the number, and it's a consolation prize from N&R Trophies in Winchendon, Massachusetts. Let's bring up this afternoon's winner, Gary Cormier from Gardner, Massachusetts. That's a pretty good debut for a first-timer. You said you were nervous before the match. How'd you feel once you got started?
Yeah, after the first couple of boxes, it just started relaxing. Helped to have my whole home crowd behind me, too.
I was going to ask you about that. Did that settle you down a little bit, knowing that you had all that support?
Yeah, it did. They were the only ones I could hear, just like I do every time during league.
Gary, speaking of some of the people that are here today, there's a fellow back there named Teddy who's telling us about some of the bonus structure that you have as incentive for your bowling. Every time you get a spare, you get a Tootsie Roll, and every time you get a strike, a cream-filled caramel. Is that true?
Can you tell?
The same guy, Teddy, was telling me that he has a pair of bowling shoes. I'm not sure how old he is. I'm sure you know Teddy.
Yep.
He's had them since 1939, which is, what, 62 years, and he paid $3.95, still using the same bowling shoes.
Yep. Been around since that bowling alley opened.
Amazing.
Well, one of the things Brian Favor was telling me, you bowled a 202 not that long ago for a high of 208 bowled by another fella at the lanes.